Follow me with your shape-shifting smiles and I see you. Maybe they'll believe you. Illuminati, a curved dawn trial, silver discs and hidden files, and we see you. We've got to believe you. Blast off. Blast off. Blast off. Blast off.
All right, I'm cooking dinner here. Cooking dinner. A little bit of Annie's organic mac and cheese. But in all seriousness, I found the guy. So everybody's saying, you got to get this out now. I've been shooting the information to other podcasters. Yes, I found who Nathan is. I found the gentleman who trespassed onto Area 51 and is in this video that I'm going to show shortly. I'll show a screen image of it, and then we're going to get right into it. I'm just doing it now, so forgive the cooking and forgive the kids in the backyard making noise. Here's a little screen image of the video. Okay, I was about to live stream and I noticed that my children are literally living in their... What are you guys doing out there? It's about to rain. You have a safe house? Looks like it's about to rain out here, you guys.
We have escape homes.
You guys are crazy.
Daddy, when we're sleeping and it's raining, we could like slide down and walk.
Oh, then you just, there's the escape route. They got an escape route right there. Escape routes are good to have, let me tell you. Quit interrupting. My goodness. Okay, so there's been a very popular video online of a gentleman from Alabama, or Arkansas, I apologize. A gentleman trespassing onto Area 51 property. Now, I've had an issue with releasing anything because, as you know, I live in Vegas, and it's a very small community here. It's a very small town in so much when it comes to the base. The base, everybody knows somebody who works for the base, if not a few somebodies, like ourselves. You don't have to live in Vegas very long before you know people that work at, in, around, or have ties to the base, or you know a few people. So I've been very weary of talking about this particular event, okay? I want to go ahead and show the video. So I'm going to show the video, and then we are going to discuss the facts. I did find who the individual is. I don't want to dox him. I've sent it to some other podcasters as well, just for their own podcasts. And they can mention me or they can not mention me. It doesn't really matter. I'm not out for the glory. But you're going to start seeing people talking about this individual. So what I can tell you is the following. The individual is from, is it Alabama or Arkansas? Huntsville. Where's Huntsville? Alabama. Man, I need a geography class lesson. Okay, he is a remediation expert, and specifically demolition, remediation, asbestos removal, things of that nature. He did hold all kinds of clearances because he's working with military bases. And yeah, he's the real deal. So we're going to pull up the video, okay? I'm going to show you the video. And then we're going to delve into the rest of it. So here's the video.
Facility, and we are experiencing this now. I know it sounds weird, strange, but it's true.
They don't share your same thought.
I didn't even think about that.
Well, you better think about it right now because you're this close to being handcuffs back on, bud. The IDs, they're saying that they're all fake.
What if I did get clearance?
That's probably not going to happen, though.
There's more to it.
Okay, there's the video for educational purposes only. I'm not trying to go through. Other podcasters have talked about this video at length and posted long clips. I'm not doing that. I'm just going to... That's all I'm going to post. That's Cops Body Cam Reveals What's Behind Area 51's Gates. It's by EWU Body Cam. It's 15 minutes, 48 seconds long. I just wanted you to get the general gist. A guy comes in, appears to be the contractor, seems to have IDs. The Area 51 camo dudes think the IDs are fake. Not necessarily, though, turns out. The guy was going to go to jail. Next thing you know, he's not. He basically says they have a time dilation situation on their hands. Now, the most interesting part of the whole video is when the law enforcement officer says to this gentleman, who identifies himself as Nathan, that he is a contractor, and the cop says, well, you're banned, you can't come back here. If I let you go, will you go away and not come back? And this individual says, well, I can tell you I'm not going to come back, but if I do, it'll be tonight because of the time dilation. Very strange way to relaunch into a conversation. Now we're going to talk about why this is so important. There is a gentleman named Dr. Anderson, Dr. David Anderson, who was on Art Bell. He in fact, wrote a book called Journeys into Time and was involved with a variety of other things. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit about Dr. David Anderson. He went on Art Bell, Coast to Coast AM, many allege, that he was doing time dilation for various bases, including Area 51. At least that's what you find, and what's behind the Area 51 connection. Now, I'm going to get into some really crazy stuff, but first I'm going to show a picture of a book, his book, Journeys into Time. And here's an image of it. Okay, and here comes the crazy. Like I said, Dr. Anderson had been on Coast to Coast AM talking with Art Bell, discussing how he had patents to control time dilation, in other words, speed time up or slow time down, in his case, to prioritize organ harvesting. If you had an organ that you wanted to implant in somebody, and this is back in the 80s, if I'm not mistaken, he could slow down time in a box the size of a soccer ball, put the organ in there, and it would be fresher for implantation. Now, the conspiracy connecting this new video with Nathan and Dr. David Anderson's claimed work to Area 51 and time dilation experiments is pretty wild. There is a modern echo to David Anderson's claimed work at Area 51 in this body cam video of a trespasser named Nathan at the base in March of 2026, this month. Dr. David Lewis Anderson, sometimes just called Dr. David Anderson, is a physicist who has publicly claimed that in the early 1980s he worked for the U.S. Air Force at the Air Force Flight Testing Center, AFFTC, at Edwards Air Force Base in California. There he says he laid the groundwork for time-warped field theory. Okay? He also has websites out there, and this time warp field theory is a concept involving controlled time dilation effects created by manipulating inertial frame dragging to produce closed time-like curves. He founded the Anderson Institute, which you can find, and the Time Travel Research Center, which is online, and has described self-contained time warp fields. I'm getting messages like crazy right now from people interested in this. They're going to have to wait. Roughly 30 to 40 centimeter centimeter spheric fields, basically, yeah, the size of that could demonstrate time dilation or even limited time control. Anderson has never explicitly said he worked inside Area 51 itself, but in conspiracy circles, his Edwards-era research is routinely linked to the broader network of Black Project flight test facilities that include Groom Lake, Area 51, and nearby S4. The core claim is that the U.S. government has been secretly developing time dilation, time manipulation technology for decades. If you listen to the Art Bell episode, this is in the 1980s, and he's talking about having patents and having a business and slowing down time inside this box and putting human organs in there, and the guy knows what he's talking about. It gets more interesting. All right, so many theorists believe that this fits the narrative, and there is the belief that the U.S. government has been secretly developing time dilation, time manipulation technology, possibly tied to advanced propulsion, looking glass temporal viewing systems. Project Looking Glass is basically what we're talking about. It's a very popularized conspiracy theory that we will delve into. This is called Project Looking Glass Temporal Viewing Systems, or even reverse engineered exotic technology. Now, Area 51 conspiracies have long included time-related anomalies, and Project Looking Glass time travel rumors around S4 are rampant. Anderson's time warp work that deals with time warps fits neatly into that narrative. This may be part of his research as the public gets soft disclosure right now. Classified programs seem to be the rage. Now, fast forward to 2026. This video released March 24th, 2026. This is crazy. Lincoln County Sheriff's deputies respond to a trespasser inside the Nevada Test and Training Range Area 51 perimeter. Body cam footage reposted and analyzed on channels like Carl Crusher and many others captures the detention of a man identifying himself as Nathan. I showed you a little snippet there. I don't want to get hit with copyright claims, but these guys can put the whole video out. I don't know how they do that. Anyway, Nathan claims to be a NASA, Marshall Space Flight Center, and Redstone Arsenal credentialed contractor. He shows badges from Huntsville Hospital, Redstone Army Material Command, and Missile Command, and NASA, and he's held by the infamous Camo dudes at Area 51, the private security that used to be run by EG&G. So Nathan repeatedly tells officers the following quotes. "This is part of a time dilation facility, and we are experiencing this now." Then he goes on to say, "It's not time travel, but time dilation." Then he goes on to say, "A recurrence of time, part of a space program tied to this facility and the Redstone facility, of which I have the badge to." Then he references déjà-vu, insisting the event is recurring because of dilation, and even says he'll come back. It'll be the same date because of the effect. That's my favorite part. Now, the deputy verifies Nathan has no criminal record, notes the IDs appear legitimate, and the footage shows the interior security of the area. This is the part that baffles me, why they would let a body cam into the deeper parts of the base, and they show that in that footage. As I said, feel free to go over to see that full video. I will put a link in the description for that video, or I've already put an image of that video. So, part of a time dilation facility. Anyway, the deputy gets deeper into the location, and the deputy verifies a few things. Now, the conspiracy here is obvious to anyone, and that is that there's either an insider affected by time dilation tech, the type of stuff Dr. Anderson helped pioneer decades earlier, Or this guy's a whistleblower deliberately exposing the ongoing program at Area 51. His specific phrasing distinguishing time dilation from time travel is key here. He links it to a Redstone NASA Area 51 network and describes real-time effects, mirroring Anderson's public descriptions of time-warped fields almost perfectly. I've got the book here. Oh, here it is. There's the book right there. Now, let me tell you something about this book, and you're not going to believe this. Journeys into Time. This is what it says on the back of the book. Having already established that he could slow or speed up time in a self-contained field the size of a soccer ball, Dr. Anderson attracted considerable attention from the medical community and the government. The potential for life-giving organ transplants by slowing the decay rate was not lost by investors who sought out Dr. Anderson's expertise to make it a reality. The Time Travel Research Center, there's the book, was thus established as a full-fledged laboratory with 2 facilities in the U.S. and 1 in Romania. Dr. Anderson's progress led him to a need for expertise in instrumentation, so that self-contained time field could be expanded and further explored. The obvious conclusion was to liaise professionally with Preston Nichols. I said it, the guy that's tied to Montauk, Camp Hero, etc. He's an electrical engineer, an expert in instrumentation. After doing so, Dr. Anderson experienced undue security problems, which were traced to the government. His friends and loved ones were threatened until he gave up control of all time travel operations. After a year, he left all his archives to Peter Moon, including a high-quality and professionally produced industrial video, which was designed for prospective investors as well as public viewing. There's the book. An amazing book if you open it up. I mean, every page is literally time travel and documentation, explaining the warps, the how you could dilate the time, drawings, amazing wormhole. Anyway, great stuff. Okay, so Anderson's public descriptions of time warp fields are mimicked almost perfectly by Nathan in this video. Now, people are connecting the dots. Anderson's 1980s Air Force research and classified time dilation experiments at connected bases like Area 51, S4, a modern NASA-linked contractor apparently experiencing or revealing the same phenomenon in real time in that video. Some people are even speculating that Nathan's recurrence and déjà-vu claims hint at the side effects of the very closed time-like curve, the stuff Anderson once described. Now, whether Nathan, well, I know he is. Whether he's telling the truth or not, we don't know. But I know, I've vetted, I've found out where he's from, who he is, who he works for. I am in communication, at least socially, through social media connections. And I can tell you Nathan is a legitimate contractor. And he is possibly something more. The video has exploded in conspiracy spaces precisely because it sounds like a real-world confirmation of the Anderson Area 51 time dilation narrative. And I have found the gentleman. I've sent his phone number to people. I've sent who he is to people. And yeah, Nathan has a last name. I know it. And he is real. He is a very real, legitimate contractor, as I said, specializing in the remediation, especially of asbestos, but he does a number of other things. Now, the video's exploded, and you can watch the upload on that police body cam films inside Area 51. Trespasser says it's part of a time dilation experiment in that same link, or other people have talked about it. It's a wild, on-the-ground leak that is very much leaked into the YouTube arena. And I'll tell you that researchers are already folding straight into the Dr. David Anderson dilemma, but I have got all the info. I know who the guy is. I had to come out and say I have verified he is a contractor. apparently experiencing or revealing something in real time. I don't know. I don't want to dox the guy, but I don't know how to prove that I know where he lives, what his phone number is, what he does for a living, who he's worked for. I've checked out his credentials. They're all legitimate. Found him out today. Let me see if there's a way I can prove any of this. Probably not. But a number of podcasters may be mentioning my name soon. Hopefully that convinces people that there's something more. Nathan is a legitimate contractor. And yeah, he's got the creds. So let's see what happens here, guys. Had to get this out to you. Please check it out. It is an amazing, amazing video. You can find that video at EWU Bodycam. And it looks like those two camo dudes. It's 15 minutes and 48 seconds long. It was uploaded 12 days ago. Cops body cam reveals what's behind Area 51's gates. Nathan is his name. I know how I can do this. I do know how I can prove to you that I know who he is. I've got an image of him at a younger date. Let me see if I can pull that up. That should do it, you would think. There we go. There's an image of him. That's the guy on my phone. Different picture, not from the video. Yes, I know who he is. All right. We'll probably be in communication shortly as soon as we get more stuff figured out. And I will keep you guys in the loop. Have a very blessed one. Keep your eyes to the skies, feet on the ground. Don't forget to take a look around. Don't forget to go to heroparanormal.com, smash the green subscribe button, or head on over to happinessmedical.com. Pick yourself up a tube of Spice Natural Bronze. My wife makes it. I have to pitch it. And it's great stuff. I use it every day. Have a blessed one. Love you guys.
Esoteric Research Organization. Hero Paranormal always setting up the pace, man. Crop circle tipping, Illuminati still tripping. Making those ears perk up, gonna make you question your earth. You better. Mystery bloodlines and secret society. Creepy shapeshifter says, come sit beside me. Yeah, go see on up. What's with all this spiral acting like UFOs? Say what? So people in space wolf tiptoe through the dark, third eye blinding, tune in and blast off, blast off. Blast off, baby.